Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has attacked the Minister of Transportation, AMEACHI, over a recent interview where the minister gave reasons why the present administration is not initiating projects in the state. AMEACHI had few days ago, during an interview on AIT, said that the kidnappers and insecurity have hindered projects in Rivers State. AMEACHI had said nobody is ready to discuss doing railway to Rivers State because of insecurity and kidnapping. Wike, in a statement to Daily Post on Saturday, blasted his predecessor for defending a government which, according to him, has totally failed the country, humanity and God. The governor said he is only concerned about what he described as the unfortunate criminal excuse that AMEACHI gave for the refusal of the Buhari administration to initiate and execute federal projects in Rivers State. It is not my business what other lies the embattled minister told while on that ill-fated episode. The lies told by AMEACHI against his own people is one of the many deficiencies of southern politicians, Wike said. They easily bootleg their northern counterpart to the detriment of their people and their communities. This unfortunate deficiency continues to undermine development of the South and deny the South key placement in the federal government. Whenever the southern states are excluded from the development process, the North recruits prominent Southerners to justify such exclusion. Whenever the North denies the North appointment, the North hires Southern leaders to justify such marginalization. It is disturbing that AMEACHI still fits into the above category of hired hands, despite using Rivers resources to fund the national campaign of APC in 2015 and serving as Director General of their campaign in 2019. It is regrettable that its relevance is tied to its capacity to run down a state and geopolitical zone. Wike gave instances of other states in the northern part of the country, such as Kaduna and Northeast, where bandits, kidnappers, and insurgents have made their homes, but yet there are presence of government projects. He also recalled that just recently the minister himself allegedly escaped death in Kaduna when bandits chased him away. This was the same AMEACHI that narrowly escaped being kidnapped in Kaduna, according to the convener of Bring Back Our Girls. He was a direct victim of the total collapse of security in the Northwest, Wike continued. He said, as I write, nobody plies the Abuja-Kaduna route, yet the federal government executes projects in that insecure state. Bandits have turned Kaduna into a killing field, but AMEACHI usually sneaks into Kaduna to serve as its public relations officer. In Katsina, there is no existing security framework. Bandits now run alternative administrative platforms. They regularly negotiate with the governor of Katsina State and the military authorities. Despite the fact that the bandits run things in Katsina, AMEACHI's ministry cited a tertiary institution in Daura, the president's insecure hometown. Across the southwest, bandits reign supreme. Kidnapping and robbing with careless abandon. An alternative security agency, Amotekun, has been established. Yet AMEACHI's second office is Lagos, where he briefs the media on per second basis on the Lagos-Ibadan rail line commenced by the Jonathan administration. The Northeast is the headquarters of insecurity in Africa. Aside propaganda and photo maneuvers, there is no government security control in several parts of this zone. The military works like Chelsea Football Club in the Northeast. They park the bus while Boko Haram and ISWAP are permanently on the offensive, killing and abducting civilians. But the Buhari administration cited about 3 military universities and other projects in this zone. AMEACHI justifies the siting of these projects because they are in the north. Esme have commenced their annual ritual of slaughtering people in North Central. They also set homes ablaze and destroy property worth billions. While northerners at the federal level scramble for projects to their states, AMEACHI spends resources and time to explain why its constituents should not benefit from federal government patronage. But the truth is known, Rivers State is amongst the most secure states in Nigeria. Therefore, the insecurity excused by AMEACHI is nonsensical and unfortunate. Rivers State is more secure than any state in the entire north. It has its own security infractions from time to time, but it is nothing compared to the Marodian Esme, bandits, Boko Haram and ISWAP. Yes, there's room for improvement in terms of security. Nobody here will trade the situation with what is obtained in AMEACHI's north, where he is a cheerleader. In practical terms, hundreds of projects are ongoing under the leadership of Governor Wike in Rivers State. Contractors are on site across the state, delivering projects as funded by the Rivers State government. For instance, the second phase of the basic education upgrade of schools in the 23 local government areas of the state is ongoing. 63 schools are being reconstructed by hundreds of contractors in rural communities. During the first phase of the same program, over 200 basic education schools were upgraded in all the 23 local governments across areas of the state. I make this reference to inform the world that the minister was merely misleading the country in order to buy favor from his paymasters. The Unity Road that AMEACHI abandoned is almost completed. Contractors are working there as I write. The dualization of Sakmenwa-Bori Road is at its final stage. The contractors are executing the project. The equipment contractors are on the ground in different sites, installing equipment at different zonal hospitals in the state. They are working in very secure environments. I can go on, but suffice it to say that the Minister of Transportation has no justification to demarcate his state of origin. If anything, the minister should attract projects to his state and the entire South-South and Southeast geopolitical zones. He has forgotten in a hurry how he was humiliated during the South-South Zonal Town Hall in Uyo when he attempted to demarcate the Maritime University in Delta State, but resisted by the former Minister of State for Petroleum, Dr. Ibe Kachuku. We all knew that Kachuku wouldn't enjoy reappointment because he defended his people. Having said all that, AMEACHI's flimsy excuse for the refusal of the APC federal government to initiate and execute any federal projects in Rivers State exposes the doubt standard in the interpretation of the responsibility of the federal government to the federating unit. In the South, the state governors, even though they have no control of security agencies, are held responsible for security. In the North, the governors are never blamed for insecurity. It is solely the responsibility of the federal government. The unfortunate misinterpretation has been sold to the media and members of the public. That is why AMEACHI can confidently purchase airtime on national television and offer flimsy excuses in an issue that is mainly the responsibility of the administration that he serves. It is for this reason that the media pampers those who have failed woefully in securing the country. They simply join the propaganda merchants to offer worthless criminal excuses. Thank God all key stakeholders are seeking alternative solutions to the national collapse of security, while the federal government and our top officials are committed to needless propaganda. Other tiers of leadership are looking for a way out. Rivers people already know that AMEACHI does not love them. Otherwise, if he attracts projects to the state, Rivers APC members would enjoy patronage. That way, the economy of the state would expand to the benefit of all. If security was a prerequisite for federal government patronage, even the governor of Katsina State would not accept a single project. That is the truth. It is criminal to make excuses the only form of governance. Wow, this is really deep. This is really deep. Wike has said it all. He has said everything all. But the question is that why are these people like this? Why are our people like this? That is what we have been complaining. I have said it several times. In a nutshell, you talk about the North, you complain about them. Why do you complain about them? Because your people are the ones giving them hands, helping them. Wike even forgot to say something. One thing is that it is not only maybe when they want to make excuse, they will employ Southerners to defend them. During the election, how many Northerners did you see campaigning for the party, campaigning for them, both first and second, their first, second term? It's the same Southerners. It's the same Southerners that you will see be campaigning for them, going from places to places. How many Northerners do you see moving from places to places to be campaigning for them? No. But when it comes to after the months have come in, they will, wipe all of them away. Go and check the this thing. Even the so-called Southwest that stood for this Northerners, for Buhari to come in. Go and all of us, we are all witnesses to the way they are being treated. All the Tinubu boys that are being put in one position or the other, they've removed all of them. Even the vice president, even all the portfolios he's been handling in their first term, they've removed him. We don't even know where he belongs to. There's nothing that he's doing now. He's just there going to office and coming back. That's all. All the Tinubu boys, the same thing. They are like that. People always say they don't learn from history. See what happened to Abiola. People have been talking about it. The same Tinubu still went ahead. You can imagine that kind of a thing. So when it comes to election to campaign, that is why I said even Wike did not make mention of that. They will always push them. Why are these people so gullible? And yet our people, the masses, will be blaming the North. You don't need to blame them. You don't need to blame them because it is these politicians from the southern part of the country, whether south, southeast, or southwest, they are the ones that are always helping them, giving them arms. So if Mechi is telling us all those cock and bull stories because of this, because of that, where is the home of insecurity? Where is the home of Boko? Those people taking people's life. Where is their home? They've been striving for that place, for how God knows how long. So they want to use the opportunity to bring this issue of S-men. That's what they are now using because they know that they cannot convince the masses, the people of the southern part of the country, the way they always convince their people to go and join these Boko people. Now they are now exporting, bringing or importing whatever into southern part of the country, and that's why they made this a visa-free policy, at the point of entry. So it's now a free flow from the northern part of the country where they have a borders. These people, that is where they are coming in from, all these S-men. So they are using those ones to come and cause trouble in the southern part of the country. Of course, the whole world knows that it is not the southern part people that are committing all this security crime or what have you. It is the same northern Fulanis that are coming into southern part of the country to commit all this whatever. All these people, let them continue. Posterity will judge them. They are beginning to be put to shame now. See what they are doing. They are beginning to be put to shame. All of them, from A to Z, whether from south to south, east, south to west, all of those who engineered, who campaigned for this northerners, mostly this Buhari, they are not even competent. That is it. If somebody is competent, we don't have problem with that. We don't have problem with that. These people don't work in isolation. The same southern politicians, they are the ones doing that. All of them, even Wike, all of them, even in many ways, they themselves, they've disappointed the people. Wike, you yourself, you have disappointed people in one way or the other. All of you, all these your politicians, all you politicians in Nigeria, you have disappointed the masses, but the disappointment is in grade. But this AMEACHI one is worse. Going and be discrediting your people. The other day he came out and said, oh, he was not informed how Nimasa boss was sacked. You can imagine. It's just unfortunate. He has said it all. That is what we've been talking about day in, day out. So let somebody come and tell us it is fake news, it is this and this and that. Continue with the fake news that they have engineered or they have sold into people's hearts. Everything fake news. If you are saying the truth, fake news. Continue fake news. See, even they will tell you that S-men activities is still fake. Continue with that and be saying fake news. So guys, that's my own opinion concerning what Wike has said. Let's hear your own take. Leave your comment below and let's learn from you.